Hi guys, it's Wednesday, March 25th, 2020, and we are back for video number 7 of our Skill a Day series. Today we are out of the kitchen and into the living room to talk about reviving wood furniture. Now this isn't an intensive tutorial featuring stripping and varnishing, anything like that. All we're going to be talking about is maintenance and care and maybe fixing a couple little damaged areas. So the very first thing that you need to do is start with a clean and dry wood item. So we're going to dust first. I've already fast-tracked this for the video and done my dusting, but what I like to use is the Swiffer dry sheets. They really hold on to the dust instead of just pushing it around. Some of those feather dusters and things, they just push the dust up into the air and it's all just going to come and settle back down onto your table once you've cleaned it and probably polished it, so now the dust is stuck in there. So use something that really grabs the dust. And then you'll want to take a cloth with just some warm soapy water on it and just wash it. Try and get any spills off. If there's anything like wax, like crayons or candles, you need to let that dry until it's hard. And then just use like a plastic scraper like you would use to clean off your stoneware and just scrape that off. Okay, if there's any stains on it, apparently the thing for like Sharpies, the internet says you need to use toothpaste, a non-abrasive, non-bleaching toothpaste. I would say rubbing alcohol, that's the old standby. If you have water rings, Martha Stewart apparently says you should use mayonnaise to get that off. So I've never tried it. You can look that up on her website to see what she recommends for it. Now, once you have something that is clean and dry, you can still see that there's lots of scuffs and scratches across the surface of your wood. What we're going to do now is treat it with a homemade wood polish. This is equal parts olive oil and vinegar with a couple drops of pine and lemon essential oils. I've got it here in my Norwex spray bottle. You need to use a good quality spray bottle for this. Something from the dollar store probably won't hold up very long. And just work in small areas. And you're wiping it in with a clean, dry, lint-free cloth. I'm using the old flannel sheets that are used for diapering my babies. Now, obviously, this is making our furniture shiny, but it's also removing a lot of those surface scratches, just kind of hiding them. I forgot to mention, if you have a crease on your table, kind of like this line here, the best way to get that clean is to take a plastic knife and just loosen up all of the crumbs inside of there, and then get your vacuum out and use your fine nozzle and hold it directly above and just vacuum it. I vacuum my dining room table a lot, and people walking by probably think I'm crazy, but it's really effective. Now, obviously, I would normally do the legs and the front, which I will attend to after I'm done this video. But there are visibly much less scratches and scuffs across the top here. Just looks better. This is a regular cleaning thing that I do every couple of weeks in my home. And I do it on like my lamps and my table and chair legs and stuff like that too. But there's still areas here where some of the color has come off, it's been worn, there's a couple little gouges. Obviously, a wood polish isn't going to fix that. There's something that you can get from a lot of different stores. I've even seen it at HomeSense, okay? They're these wood markers, just touch-up markers. And they come in a variety of colors. You can look online, they've got a lot of options. You do a color match, and then you can just go along with this marker and touch up any areas where the wood has become exposed. Now, if there is in fact a gouge, what you need to do for that is get something like a wood filler or anything that's going to dry hard, and then you fill it in there, kind of form it, let it dry and set, and then sand it down. And then you can try the touch-up markers on there depending on how big it is. If you're getting into anything too big, especially if you're working with something that's got a sheen on it or a wood grain on it, you're looking at refinishing at that point, okay? I'm not going to do a video on that. Maybe in the summer. So when you are dealing with wood furniture, really the best thing to do is to prevent it from getting hurt in the first place. So I strongly recommend using coasters. These ones are just homemade ones. We took tile remnants and we just put on some little felt pads on the bottom. Okay, they work really well. They were really cheap to make and pretty. The other thing you can do is have a serving tray. This one I got from Dirt Poor Designs in Blackfalds. It just sits there. People put their things on it. Doesn't scratch up my table. It works great. So here are just some ideas of how to kind of be happy with the wood furniture you have in your house again. And you can stop browsing IKEA and looking at all those tables that you want to replace your old ones, okay? Just put in a little bit of TLC, a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of olive oil and vinegar, and these tables and all of your wood furniture can look nice and new again. Thanks. We will be back again tomorrow.